Hello, my name is Daniel G. Wilson, and this is DGAW Spotlight. Today on Spotlight, I'll be talking to Caveboy.
Hi. Hey.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. So, what brings you to our fine city, Mississauga today?
Well, we were asked to play the Rock the Coliseum show, and we are excited by the opportunity to do it, and we love outdoor shows, and this kind of thing is really cool. We'll be back.
You guys are from Montreal,
Yeah.
our fair neighbors to the east. Well, northeast, from here technically speaking.
Right.
I suck at geography. So, tell me, well, how would you say the difference between the Montreal scene is different from, say, the scene you've experienced in Mississauga?
I guess I'd say the Montreal scene is, Montreal's, I guess, a little bit bigger than Mississauga, is that right?
We've played Toronto a whole bunch.
We played Toronto a whole bunch. Toronto's very similar to Montreal. But yeah, I guess the language is different. And, yeah.
Montreal's a pretty booming music scene. I don't know. We haven't played in Mississauga yet, so I don't
This
know
is our
about
first
the
experience.
music scene here, but so far we've been welcomed pretty nicely.
Yeah, we're a very cool city.
Yeah.
So, I have to ask, your sound. Some people I talk to actually will comment that your sound in many ways has several choral elements to it. You're also very good, so you're also very good singers. I have to ask, what about choral singing would you add to your sound with that exactly?
Like the harmonies?
The harmonies.
Yeah, I mean, we're really big fans of like some of the great songwriters. Like, we love the Beatles, we love Fleetwood Mac, and we love the interesting harmonies that they've always come up with. And I think for us it was a no-brainer that we had to have those interesting and super solid harmonies just like flowing through our music. It's so important to us, just like from our influences mostly.
Who else are you influenced by?
The old and the new.
Yeah, we got, from the new side we have Florence and the Machine, that's a big influence. What else do we have? St. Vincent is an influence. These are like big, strong female leads, I guess, but I guess like Haim, if we want to talk harmonies.
Haim is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the old, like I said, Fleetwood
Yeah.
Mac's a huge influence songwriting-wise.
Now, coming to this city, I have to ask, your experience playing here, are you in any way dejected by the rain?
You know what? We actually got rained out completely in Montreal just 2 days ago. So, if anything, we were so happy that we got to finish our set because we only played one song in Montreal and we were very disappointed. So, you know what? This has been fantastic that we got to play through the whole thing and people stuck around even though it rained, and that was great. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I brought an umbrella just in case.
Well, that's good. We did not, so
Yeah.
you were one step ahead of us.
So speaking of vocal harmonies and vocalism, you realize you now have similarities with, if I'm correct, Gene Kelly, Singing in the Rain,
Oh.
the musical.
Now we do. Now we do, yeah.
All we need is like the pole to dance with.
Yeah.
Well, since we're in the downtown Mississauga, there are many poles you could do that from.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We'll get our pole work going.
Umbrella choreography.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Now, your name, explain your name. I am very curious about Caveboy.
Yeah.
What inspired the name?
Well, actually, we were called Diamond Bones before Caveboy, and what prompted the change was a lot of things. Mainly, it's a fresh start for us. We were, we were this band before, and we were kind of looking for something to sort of shift into. And Caveboy embodies ideas of just like doing things yourself and getting your hands dirty, and kind of like a childlike figure. Just this idea of like we are self-propelled and we want everything kind of to happen on our own. So yeah, Caveboy embodies that, and it's just this rawness that we
Primitive and carefree. And
we try to just put that out in our music and in our performance.
Well, I must say your drumming is very primitive. As a compliment.
Thank you.
Primitivism in music is always a compliment. I mean, look at John Fahey. He played American Primitive, and well, there's nothing really primitive about his work. Yeah.
I guess primal is more the word.
Very primal, yes.
Yeah.
I especially love the song where you guys all were playing the drums at once.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
That's very primal, I guess.
Now, you have something in common with another Mississauga, with Mississauga band, Dan Daly. you both have a fascination with Shakespeare.
Do we?
Can I say this?
Why do you say this?
Because tomorrow you'll be playing with Dan Daly in Hamilton at Midsummer's Dream.
Right.
Yes, this is true.
And, well, that clearly must be reference to Shakespearean play, if I
It is. It definitely is. I actually studied. I went to school for acting in Toronto at Humber, and so we did a lot of Shakespeare. So I must say, I am a fan of the works of the great William.
We just hope we were gonna get like doused in colors. I don't even know. Like,
Yeah,
when
tomorrow.
recite Shakespeare to us while they throw paint at us. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Very cool. Ah, yes. So, being on tour, I have to ask you, what's the hardest experience you've had being on tour, for example?
The rain.
Oh, this time or in general?
In general.
Oh, okay.
You know what? One time, we stayed somewhere and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, and it was just not what we expected, and it was cold and damp, and we didn't have any of the appropriate attire, and there was a lot of hair, and there was a lot of things, and yeah, that was probably
Yeah, it was just like the next day we were in no shape to play music. So.
Actually, I'd say the most interesting thing that happened on tour was we were in Brooklyn and we went to do our set for CMJ, this was about 2 years ago, and we walk out to go to our car to do the set, and our window is completely smashed.
Ooh.
And our car was broken into, so
Some stuff was stolen.
some stuff was stolen, and it was a rough day, but
Yeah.
there's a community vibe there, and they all pulled us together
Yeah,
to make sure that we could play the
everybody-
show, and it was good.
Replaced the equipment that we lost, and
Yeah.
the show went on.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot. You hear that a lot in the news.
Yeah.
Don't break into vans, people. Huh. Very cool. Now, I have to also ask about your wardrobe choice. Did you guys coordinate the idea of a very similar style, or did you all just happen to wear black and, well, something that goes great with black?
There is a little bit of madness. What is the thought behind madness? Madness behind the magic? I don't know.
Yeah, there's something else.
It's definitely meditated. So we dress to be kind of cohesive and yeah. I mean,
We
don't-
planned it out,
We
let's
don't
just say.
we don't want to be too flashy. We want to match each other. We want things to look good while they're moving. So it's kind of the idea.
Very cool. Band should always coordinate.
I think so.
Yeah,
Makes us feel good.
makes us feel unified.
It
helps,
should.
yeah, it helps connect us, definitely.
It should. You guys sound great as a unit.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And my final question really is also about about synths. You have a very interesting take on dream pop. Basically, where it's a fusion of guitars and synths. A lot of dream pop bands usually tend to be either very synth heavy or very guitar heavy. Explain why you create the sound you do with both the choral style singing and the synths, as well as the guitars and, well, primal drumming. Explain why you guys have that particular take on dream pop compared to other bands.
I guess because, well, first of all, we all kind of play a lot of instruments, and even though we're a three-piece, we decided that we didn't want that to hinder necessarily the amount of instruments that we can play, and we just sort of developed our sound again with like all those influences that we mentioned before. But just having, sometimes we'll write a riff. It's really about the song, right? We're like, all right, we wrote a riff. You know what? It sounds better on guitar. Cool, we're gonna play guitar on this one. Or you know, it sounds better on synth. We're gonna play, on synth. So it's kind of like song by song, we just attack it, and we're like, okay, what is this all gonna sound best on what instrument? And then it just kind of ended up that we drum and bass guitar, and then we throw some synths on there, and it's kind of a I think it was like that. Whatever benefits the
contributes
song.
to the fullness of the sound is kind of what we want. So
All right.
yeah.
Very cool. Well, tomorrow you'll be playing with someone you played with today, Dan Daly.
Yeah.
As I already mentioned, and they also use synths, mix synths with guitars, except in a more indie rock fashion.
Yeah.
Than dream pop. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
All right. You have any last words for people?
Thanks.
That's
for,
it.
thanks for the
Thank you so
interview.
much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming to our fair city.
Of course, for having us.
Anytime.
It's quite fair.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.